Well, what's up, everybody? This is Queen of Egypt 2. Okay, back at you. Remember to like, share, comment. Don't forget to hit that subscription bell so you'll know when I upload another video. These are general messages, people, so if it doesn't fit your situation, don't try to cram it in there. Yeah, and as I always say, if it doesn't fit, you gotta quit. Okay. All the other information that you need to get a personal reading and everything else will be in the description box below. Okay, we're getting ready to do Aries. What's up, Aries? I'm going to see what's going on in y'all's neck of the woods. Okay. Oh, wow. I'll tell you what. This weather. I like this weather. I really do. It puts me in a mood of romance and cooking and all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, it sounds good to me anyway. All right, well, let's see what's going on, Aries. Holy Spirit, tell us what we need to know for Aries. Not what we want to hear, but what we need to know. Right? We ain't here to sugarcoat stuff, all right? Well, Aries, my goodness. You started out with a bang here. Looks like you left someone out in the cold. You said, I'm out. I don't want to deal with this anymore. Yeah. And you went for it too. You've got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Being left out in the cold. You have decided that you're not going to stay left out in the cold. Right? You're going to go ahead and go on out there and hang out. And it's like one monkey don't stop no show, right? King of Wands in reverse. That's your energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right? It's in reverse. You're like, nah, I ain't having it. So you decided to dust yourself off and go for it for yourself. Very impressive, Aries. A lot of people are doing that right now. A lot of folks are tired of waiting. And I was listening to a reader the other day, and I don't know, maybe she talked to the same person I talked to. Probably not, because that was probably 3 years ago when I first started. This lady said she's been waiting 20 years. And when she said that, I was kind of like, 20 years? At the time, I just started out doing this and started out on this journey. And so I'm thinking, 20 years? I'm going to have to wait 20 years. Oh, my God. But I tell you what, the person, there was two people, one in particular. Well, he had been around the longest, so he was kind of the head. And I mean, I tried over and over and over and over and over and over. Got nowhere with that. Okay? And that was like 20 some odd years. I want to say 30. And then there was another one, that's been 10. Yeah, y'all. Okay, Aries, you got, so I guess that time just slipped by before she even knew it. Because she was sitting there one day and she said, geez, I've been waiting 20 years. Hopefully she went out on other dates and stuff, did something. I hope she wasn't just sitting there in a rocking chair, knitting or something. with her finger in her ear or something. I don't know. Anyway, you've got the Devil, the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords. You got somebody upset, Aries. This person, they can't sleep, they can't eat. It's either you or them, and I don't think it's y'all, because here y'all right here in an upright position, Queen of Pentacles. Hey, your money's doing so-so. It ain't bad, you know. You could have, but you are going to get this Ten of Cups. You are. If you have to get it for yourself, you're going to get it. You know, happily ever after, so to speak. Okay? But yeah, you're sitting here, you're just kind of chilling, but you got somebody, they can't eat, and they can't sleep. It seems like whatever happened in y'all's relationship, they're being tormented by it because they effed up. Yeah, big time. This person, I don't know what they did, and I'm not going to try to find out, okay? But whatever this person did, you were like, I'm out. Okay. Tell us about this Nine of Swords, Ten of Cups. Yeah, Aries, y'all wasn't having it. Yeah, you got the Four of Swords and the Top. Ooh, in reverse. This person tried to get away with something. And now the problem is they worried about getting karma for what they did to you. Yeah. They tired too. Ooh, they're tired. You done wore they butt out. Aries, this person is so tired of thinking about you and what you could do and what they could have did and should have did and didn't do. This person just totally is just, they tired. You see the person laying down there, don't you? They don't want to argue with you no more. They done put the sword down. They done put one of the swords down. They don't want to argue with you no more. Oh, heck no. No. They don't want to argue. They don't want to fight. They just want a resolution to the situation so they can rest in peace. Okay. What else, Spirit? Tell us about this Four of Swords. Yeah, this person, whatever they did some dirty, I'm trying not to cuss. They did some really dirty stuff, okay? And whatever ended up happening, you were just like, you know, that's just too much. It was unnecessary. It was something uncalled for that they really didn't have to do, and they did it anyway. And your mind was like, well, hell, if you do that, I can't trust you about nothing. Ace of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they wouldn't tell the truth. No, they couldn't tell the truth if you slung them up in a tree and told them you were going to drop them off of it. I get it. I don't blame you, Aries. I would have left too. King of Pentacles. This is somebody that had money too. I mean, they wasn't rich, but they had a decent job. You know what? They're losing it now. This is their karma. These people don't understand. Okay, the Magician. They had all the necessary finesse, finances, upbringing, whatever you want to call it, to really make that relationship work. This person just wanted to kind of lollygag through the thing, you know. Who cares, you know? I mean, make you a priority? No. Act like they trying to make a priority? Yep. But did you pick up you wasn't? Yep. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody that was just, I'm going to keep going. I don't want to get on that. What's this? Yeah, you got a victory out of this, baby. You left just in time before it got, you know, more feelings involved and everything else, or you seen something else they gonna do. Because whatever they did in the first place, they really screwed up. Yeah, you took them knives out of your back. You said, backstabber my ass. That would be King of Cups in reverse. At one time, you thought of this person who was really sweet. But you made a judgment call on this mess. Oh, yeah. It was just too much. She said, I don't know what's wrong with this person. And I get a lot of calls. I get a lot of calls from a lot of people. Right? And this is what's going on. And it's more so the men than it is the women, which is really, really wild. It's just like they're just being led around by 5 or 6 different women. You know, they might as well get a ring, put it in their nose, let each woman get a chain and hook it onto that ring so they can just is that really a man? I don't know. Anyway. You got the Knight of Pentacles. This person was in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Showed up, take you out, show you nice time. Just a minute. Okay, like I said, I'm just getting over a cold, so don't want to blow my nose, right? So yeah, this person, you had to make a judgment call because what they were doing was totally unnecessary. It didn't make any sense, and it never will. Yeah, and you can't make sense out of something that don't make sense. Okay, and this person was just senseless. Not only were they not making sense, they were senseless. Whew. What's happening next? What's going to happen next for Aries? Ooh. Aries. Ooh. Aries. Hello. They ain't done with you. They feel like there's unfinished business with your butt. Yeah. They ain't going nowhere. And they're gonna, if you haven't heard from them, or if you haven't heard from them yet, you will be. This person, you got the Knight of Swords, this person getting ready to just rush in. Look, we need to talk. I'm sorry about this. I'm sorry about that. What you gonna do, Aries? Huh? What you gonna do? It's interesting. I can't wait to see how this is all gonna pan out for different people. Really. Queen of Wands. Yeah. Ooh. Is this Queen of Wands you? Because usually the Queen of Wands is the other woman. Is this Queen of Wands you? Holy Spirit, tell us, is this somebody else? That's too many. This Queen of Wands. Who is this Queen of Wands? Who is this Queen of Wands? Ooh. Ooh. I think it's you. You know, the Queen of Wands is usually real passionate and um, fiery when, you know, sexually, you know what I mean. But she also has, she can be kind of manipulative, bossy, pushy, you know, that kind of stuff. You got the Emperor in reverse, baby, in reverse. You're in the upright position as the Empress. This person is going through hell. They ain't a happy camper. Let's put it like that. Page of Cups in reverse. King of Swords in reverse. Told you, this person don't want to fight no more. They want to come in and they want to say to you, I'm sorry, and you're supposed to sit there and go, okay. What's what else is happening for this? Yeah, you're their wish fulfillment. Yeah. They want the Ten of Pentacles with you. They want you guys to work together. Like have a business even together. Yeah. They want to work with you, not against you anymore. How sweet. Isn't that nice? I'm just saying. Use your discernment, you guys. Use your discernment. Yeah, they had you in a three-party situation. Yeah, there was another person, another female. If you're a female. If you're a male, it was another male. You're headed towards the sun. I think this person knows that too. They know that you're a good catch. They know that you've got the stamina, smarts, and everything else to, you know, to run your own world, you know, run your own life and being independent and stable. They know that. And still, they got distracted. Now, for some of you, distance might have had something to do with it. For others, they weren't quite done with something when you and them got together, and some kind of way that other person persuaded them, oh, yeah, you know, it'll be cool this time. Right. No. They thought well, they acted like Bobo the Clown. Speaking of clowns, look at this. Okay? If that don't look like a circus tent, I don't know what. These people who's running around acting like clowns. All right. This person watches you. If you post anything on social media, they looking. Okay? And the other thing, if any of you did any kind of provocative pictures or videos for them, they looking at them nonstop. Yeah. They watching you. They watching you, Aries. What else, Spirit? Ooh. Ooh. Look at that. The Ace of Cups. They love you. with a cup of love that's overflowing. And look, the Four of Wands. They want a commitment with you, Aries. Let's see, who we got here? We've got Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, heavy Cancer, water sign. We've got fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We've got Capricorn here. We've got Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus here. So take your pick, because there's millions of people out there. So one of them people, that's who you're dealing with, and I know it. Okay. Yeah, you're going to get justice. After everything you done went through right now, previously, now you're getting ready to really have fun. Okay? Now you're getting ready to really have fun. This person's ready to finally commit. They are. They're ready to commit. They don't want to do what they did do. Where's that one thing? So you can start celebrating, Aries. Okay? With that, I'm going to go to the... I'm going to go to the Lenormand deck. It look like somebody getting ready to get hitched. Some of y'all getting ready to get hitched. I ain't kidding. I have my phone up here. I put it on silent. Oh, well. And I didn't notice it was a certain number. I'll have to call him back. Okay, here we go. All right, I just want 3 cards. 3 card Spirit. Holy Spirit, tell us about Aries situation and love and life. Ooh. Thank you. Thank you. Can I get one more? Thank you. You're going to have stability. Yep. And this person is maturing. They don't want to be a player no more. Don't want to be a player no more. Yeah, they don't want to do that no more. Must have got kind of ugly. You know? Didn't turn out very well. Again, star. This could be, this is Aries, Aries, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini energy. Okay? So that could be somebody coming towards you. But this is the wish fulfillment card. The dreams and hopes and things that you have, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. Yeah. Tell us about this stability. I don't know why I did this, because I normally just pull from this deck. Yeah, this person's at a crossroads. They're getting ready to pop up, though. And it's going to be out of clear blue. What else? Yeah, this is what they're thinking about while you guys are in separation. They want a new beginning with your butt. They feel like they blocked. Aries, you got them blocked. You have them blocked, Aries. Aries, if you do want a relationship and you do want it to be stable and, you know, devoted, as much as people can be devoted these days, you got to unblock the person. Otherwise, you won't know what they have to say. I'm just saying, if you've had them blocked for a while, unblock them, Aries. Now, for you that don't even give a danka tuka tuka, keep it unblocked. You know how you Aries can be sometimes. Okay, what about this maturity? Yeah, you looked at this person as a snake. You know what? As a matter of fact, the last one I had, not only did he act like a snake, not only did he act like a snake, his eyes were like snake's eyes. Yeah, that was weird. Looked just like a snake's eyes. They're real tiny. And yeah, this person is losing his shit. This person is losing it. They losing their mind, Aries. What did you do to them? All over you, a mature woman. They want to come in and celebrate with you. They want to get the show on the road. Some of y'all ain't even, if you take this, for you that are going to take this person back. Just a minute, somebody's at my door. Okay, thank you. Where was I at? For some of you that are going to take this person back, y'all going to be married before summertime next year. That's how fast this is going to go. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Luck is on your side. Don't worry about a thing. Enjoy the ride, Aries. Whichever direction you decide to go in, whether it's single or getting with this person. Okay? All right. Yeah. Somebody went through the dark night of the souls. The dark night of the souls is when, really what it is God setting you in the corner and doing this to you and pointing his finger and making you look at everything you've ever done to people and yourself and against God and asking for forgiveness. And then realizing that a lot of your relationships in your life in general may have fallen apart because of you. But to get to the dark night of the souls, baby, that's when everything is, you've lost everything. For all of a sudden, the family members are all against you. You don't know why. You're just like, what? And you haven't done anything, so you can't figure out what the heck's going on. You lose your home. Then the next thing, you may lose your vehicle, accident, whatever, repoed. You can't keep it. Lose your job. Yeah, one by one, God lets you know who he is. Because a lot of these people that people have walked away from, whatever, them people that you walked away from, it wasn't that they didn't love you. They didn't have anything to do with it. That was the big problem. They did love you. They loved you so much, it bothered them. And they were being pushed to go towards you. And that was the spirit. And they blew it off. And in the past, they were able to do that and keep moving. It was no big deal. But we're in different times now. Look around us, people. Look what's happening. Look how confused everybody is. And what is confusion? Satan. Everybody confused about this, confused about what they should be worried about and not worried about. Okay? What they should follow, what they shouldn't follow. What's gender they want to be. Everything is confused. Like Sodom and Gomorrah. It wasn't so much that these people were undone sexually. They were being disrespectful to each other, just in general. They had just become just cutthroat. It is, you know. He said, oh man, this is the worst place here. I got to get rid of this place. So what do you think he's thinking about the earth? Better wake up. So these people, they don't realize, they think that this is like normal proceed. They can just keep doing whatever they do to people and get away with it because they always have. And they moved on and said, next. This ain't happening this time. He's got a purpose here. There's a reason why he's trying to bring these people together. Now, if you think you big and bad enough to change the course of things, of what God is trying to do, boy, oh boy, oh boy, do you have a lot to learn. And he'll show you. They're trying to get information. They're trying to look up and see what's going on, possibilities of different things that they can do. Some of them are looking up on real estate. They know they messed up so bad. The only way they can make it up to you is come back with a proposal and a house or a new apartment. So they're looking up stuff. Some of them have even went back to school to try to get a further their education on some trade or whatever it is they want to do, so they can make more money for y'all. Okay? Yeah, this person's in love with you. Now think about it. I'm going to let you think about this again. People have a tendency to say, well, no, I'm not taking that person back. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Well, they always have done this, that, and the other. I'm not going back. The problem with that thinking is that's okay in the general public. But these are divinely led relationships by God. So you can't really think like that. You can think like that if you want. I mean, I don't think you're going to get nowhere with it, but you can think like that if you want to. But these are divinely led. So what are you supposed to do? Well, okay, here we go. What would Jesus do? He'd forgive the person and take them with him, right? See, we're human, so we're down here on earth. We're like, nah, I ain't doing that. Think about it. If you really want to be a chosen person, you really want to follow that path. Yeah. Yeah, this person kept you confused. The whole situation was staying confused. On the bottom, you've got an ending. Yeah, they're putting something to an end. Yeah, for you. See there? So now after all of this that this person is doing, you can't really say, well, some of you probably use some choice words, right? Some of you will. Some choice words, and hey, you're going to have to go. I don't want to do with you. Get the, some of you that swear, get the F out of my face. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to give you some, I was going to go into the tea, but find out what this person was actually doing. But this is the way I feel about that. I only do that if somebody calls me for a personal reading and they want that. Because I'm not here to put a lot of negative stuff unless I've got some positive stuff to back it up. And going into the tea, it'll trigger some of you. It will, you find out, oh, they're doing what? They're doing this and that. Yeah, oh, hell no. Which for some of you, maybe that's what you need. Because if you're trying to run too now, what's that one song? You can run, you can run, you can run, you can run, you can run. But there's no hiding place. Yeah, I remember that. Something like that. Anyway. Let's see. This is words of wisdom for you. This is also a, what is this? Golden mattress. I was looking to see if it was an oracle deck, but it's guidance and affirmations. Okay? For Aries, give me 3 cards, please. Thank you. Thank you. Your first card. Now, these are things that you want to remember and keep close to your heart and your mind. I release my grip on the things I cannot control. Hey, listen up. Did y'all hear that? Release your grip on things you can't control, folks. I had a bunch of people call me up. Oh, girl, did you hear what Trouble's doing? Yeah. You act like you don't even care. Well, there's nothing I can do about it, so. Okay. Everything I touch turns into gold and invites lasting abundance in my life. I'm going to say that again. Everything I touch turns into gold and invites lasting abundance into my life. Tell yourself every day, I'm abundant, I'm abundant, I'm abundant. I do not welcome things into my life that dull my magnificence and stunt my ascension. Yeah, you don't want a bunch of bad energy around you, people that's going to drag down your energy and stuff. I went over a guy's house one time, and I was being myself. I was really happy that day. And he finally said, well, what's wrong with you? Did you do something, take something? I was like, what? No, it struck me kind of weird, I was like, he's not used to being around people that are just naturally happy, apparently. And then I just finally turned to him. I said, no, I'm just happy. But he killed it. He killed it, folks. He killed it for the rest of the evening. I was not very talkative. I was just kind of like standoffish. But anyway, that's your reading, Aries, and I hope it helped you in some type of way. Think about what I did say. We're supposed to be humbling ourselves, be discerning, loving, still caring, Yes, you don't have to take these people back. You don't. Depending on what they did or how, and you got to be honest with yourself. What was it that you did and didn't do in that relationship? Hey, ain't nobody perfect here. Okay? Ain't nobody perfect. So you got to be honest with yourself. And then reevaluate it. I bet it balanced out. I'm just saying. So until next time, take care.